Greetings and infinite blessings. Welcome to the Empress Code activation. Please find a quiet and comfortable place where you will not be disturbed during this audio activation, ideally sitting spine straight, feet flat on the floor. You may also sit in a lotus position, but the key is to make sure that the spine is straight and you are sitting with vertical alignment. So this is not one that you want to do lying down. Let's begin by closing our eyes, beginning to take some deep conscious belly breaths, expanding into the field, expanding the light body. And just take a moment to really connect to your physical body's location by breathing into the body and breathing out into the body. If you find your mind wandering, that's fine. As soon as you are aware that you're moving away from your center, just come on back. And just take a moment to really connect to the consciousness fields of Holy Mother, Holy Father, breathing in and pulling in that divine grace, that divine love. Printing the light body with this energy field. Imagining on every inhale you are taking in the new signal, the new broadcast, the new frequency set to seed your new timeline with your authentic service and all of your divine birthright made manifest as God's source would have it be. On every exhale, just imagine that you are releasing, letting go, and in this way we are already starting the process of creating room in our lives for everything that God's source has for us to do, be, have, and embody. Let's take a moment to place our awareness on the location of the Earth Star Chakra, approximately a foot below our feet. Over the Earth Star Chakra, we are going to superimpose the crystal diamond template. This is a new Earth grid template, and it looks like a diamond shape, but within that diamond shape is this luminous sort of diamond shimmery plasma light. Just take a moment to set that up, imagining it in your mind, or if you're not especially visual, you can intend it with your mind that it's there. And then taking a nice deep breath, we're going to exhale and just imagine our life force energy and our soul energy traveling down the length of our body, out through our foot chakras at the soles of our feet, into this diamond template. Feel into the shift, feel into the anchoring of this organic fifth dimensional grid system. Take a moment to ground and stabilize and just feel that energy start to expand the fields even more. And you should be feeling grounded and anchored onto this grid system. We're going to start to take our awareness and just start to move it down through our house into the earth and just allow ourselves to continue to travel downward until we reach the inner sun, the inner gate of Mother Earth, which is a beautiful, almost gold white sun in the center of the earth. This is the inner gate. I also like to call this the heart of Gaia. And as we connect to the inner sun gate, the gold platinum light starts to come up, starts to spiral up from the center of the earth in response to your energy and focus being placed upon it. And it begins to fill up your grounding platform and move up into the foot chakras. You might feel a lot of energy starting to move up into your feet and your lower legs. Hushakia makaha satea sora mana lumaha shakiara manakara. Husutura sata lumashakia namasatea romoraka. Hashakia satea sora mana lumasatea sura sutomar. Hushakia kiana manaka asatea sora. And what this is doing is it's starting to pull your energy up from out of these old timelines, just loosening you up, uprooting you. And this energy will continue to flow up the foot channels throughout the remainder of the activation. So just be mindful of that as we move forward. We're now going to start to bring our attention and our awareness, and we're going to start to travel upward with our awareness and intention. We are first going to connect to the physical sun. And just imagine from the core of your being, there's sort of like a USB cord that's traveling upward. We're going to plug right into the physical sun. And then we're going to start to move upward from that, all the way up to the galactic core, where we're going to plug into the great central sun. From both the station of the physical sun and the great central sun, we are going to start to stream a two-toned frequency of gold Christos plasma and solar plasma down the chakra pillar to the stellar gateway, which exists between the crown chakra and roughly 3 feet above your head. So we're going to bring this energy in almost in a flame sort of capacity right above the crown chakra, and it's going to be sort of like a flame burning and spinning and spiraling in that area above the head. And as we are working here, we're going to start breathing this into the crown. Where we are going to start to collapse out now any and all capping devices that are capping off the crown chakra, any AI interfacing or infection, or any blockages, any inorganic architecture that is blocking, clogging your crown chakra. We're going to start pulling that out. And I'm just going to start to bring in some frequency waves to just start to dismantle, deactivate, and dissolve that architecture if it exists. Now, if it does exist at the top of your head or within that space, you're going to feel a lot of stuff moving out. You're going to feel a lot of stuff starting to pull back in. I'm also feeling some Arcturian technicians also coming in to assist with this process. Thank you, beloveds, for your presence here in service to the Law of One and in service to Holy Mother, Holy Father, Christ Sophia. I'm going to start to bring these tones in now. And just breathe and exhale, just blowing that out. Just imagine you're breathing in and out through the crown. And as your sacred breath moves through the crown, it's feeding that flame, fanning that. The top of your head may start to feel very hot as we clear out the stellar gateway. And just take another deep breath and release. Okay, so we're going to start to braid in this platinum sort of plasmic energy and the golden plasma from the physical sun. We're going to braid this, or better yet, twist it together. We're going to start to spiral this down into the crown now. Just really give the crown a very deep cleansing, opening up that portal of connection into the soul star chakra so that we can start to move into being more receptive of the instruction set that is there. The soul star chakra, for the most part, houses a lot of our organic soul blueprint instruction set. So we want to be sure that we are plugging into and aligning with that, which is why we went ahead and cleared out the stellar gateway. So let's continue to breathe into that space. Shakiara manalu masatea sora. Mela lo sotora shakiara manalu masatea sora. Shakiara manalu masatea sora mana. Let's go ahead and allow this energy to unplug any silver cords that are plugging us into the astral realm. That's feeding us illusionary information or false information that is misleading us and causing us to flounder as we try to navigate. We're just going to disconnect that. And let's spiral this energy. We're going to take it down now so that we're running it through the brow chakra, the front and the back. All of these frequency sets will run through the front and the back of each chakra pillar. And we're just going to cleanse out the brow chakra and completely reset it for our highest good to the extent that that's needed. Let's go ahead now and start to spiral that down in through the throat portal. Clearing out any old curse matrices, blocks around expressing who we really are, giving voice to our true soul essence and expression in the world. Hura satea shakiara mana kora satiara mana lumaka shakiara mana lumasatea suram mela lusotora shakia. Just breathe. Shakiara mana lumasatea suram. Let's spiral down now into the heart matrix, heart portal. We're also going to actually run this through the higher heart. We're going to run them through both portals at the same time. The higher heart right below the collarbone and the heart chakra in the middle of the chest. Just running this energy through here, opening, blooming, growing, expanding the heart center. Hushakiara mana lumasatia suram. Really cleansing that out. Spiral down now into the solar plexus, the seat of our power, the seat of our will, and the entry point into the mental body, where we're just going to run this energy through to collapse out any old thought forms and mental body constructs, any commands or instruction sets in there that do not emanate from our organic blueprint matrices. We collapse these out now. Just breathe into the solar plexus. Just imagine this two-toned white gold light and this gold plasma light just running through there, just cleansing, resetting, renewing. And then let's bring this down into the sacral, into the pain body, into the emotional body, just collapsing out its contents and all ways in which this is continuing to cause us to replay different emotional scenarios. Feedback loops about what is still in there. Let's start to collapse those out so that we can start expanding into learning those and rising above those. Now you may find that what this will do is start triggering circumstances to really truly mirror what's going on in your pain body if you've still got some stuff in there that you haven't really looked at or dealt with. So just be mindful of that moving forward. Cleansing out the womb space where we gestate. Our Empress energy, our creations, emanates from this center as well. So we really want to get a good reset here. And now let's go ahead and spiral this down into the root. And from the root, we're going to run this completely through our etheric body, which is the frequency or energetic duplicate of our physical body. We're just going to run this through here just to collapse out anything that is lodged in there. Anything that the emotional body is kicking back, that's trying to fester in our physical body as disease, because this is the last place that dissonant emotional energy comes into before it enters into the physical body. Let's just go ahead and start collapsing that out. Rewiring the etheric body to the extent necessary and possible for us. Now, as this is run through the etheric body, you may feel this energy moving very close to your physical body, since the etheric body extends only a couple of inches out from the physical. So you may want to be mindful and feel into any places where you really feel this running, where you really feel things dropping out, because that's a very strong indication that you're holding different structures or different energy blockages there that are being cleared out. Okay, and we're just going to start to turn off this solar light, this solar plasmic emanation, just like we're kind of turning a water faucet and just turning it off, turning the flow off. As I now connect into the 12-dimensional fields, I connect to the 12-dimensional ray, which is a white ray in its emanation. And I'm just going to start to bring a very fine stream of this 12-dimensional ray in through the crowns, going straight down the chakra pillar. We're going to run this into the brain matrices here to start to undo and disconnect any hardwiring in the brain that is creating this bondage, if you will, to patterns and habitual beliefs or ways of doing things or ways of reacting that are also locking you down into these old stories. And as we start to run this through, I'm just going to bring in some tones here. And deep breath, just breathe into your head, into your brain, and out. Now we're going to start to run this energy down the spinal column, down the spinal cord, out through all the nerve endings. We're just going to start to bring this in. We're going to turn it up a little bit. It might feel a little intense for a minute, a lot of electricity moving through the body. And we're going to start to recalibrate the nervous system, because with a lot of the upgrades that are coming in, the plasma waves that are coming in, and the expansion to hold more frequency, more higher dimensional frequency, it is taxing on a lot of our nervous systems. So what this is going to do is to assist you in being able to hold higher light without it short-circuiting you. And this will also support in collapsing out the brain fog or the mental confusion or the feeling on edge or the feeling anxious that is going along too with this influx of energy. So let's just start to run this. Just breathe. And recalibrating the nervous system will assist you in holding more light and help you as a conduit in just running all of these light codes to different areas of your body and just sort of decrease any symptoms that you may be having if you are having difficulty integrating some of these light codes that are coming in. And just breathe into this. And now for the next part of this activation, we're going to expand this 12-dimensional ray throughout your physical body and to encompass the fullness of your light body. This is going to be about 10 feet in diameter in all directions around you. So what we're basically doing is we're going to expand this into sort of this pure white light flame. Now, before you do that, what I would like you to do the entire time that we're expanding this out and the entire time I'm bringing in the light language and the codes is in your mind, I would like you to visualize yourself moving things. So what I mean by this is just visualize yourself maybe throwing stuff out of your closet or cleaning out your car or emptying out your fridge or anything that has to do with making room for something or emptying something out the entire time that I'm doing this. Because what this is going to do as you hold this visual is it's going to start to break down things within your consciousness field, within your consciousness streams, and within your energy field to start to get rid of them and move them out to make room for the new. So what it's basically doing is assisting you on an energy level in making room for the new, because we all know everything begins with energy. So before we can really start seeing those things happen in the physical, we have to make room for them. So anything that's lingering in your consciousness stream, in your light body, in your belief matrices that is cluttering up your life and not allowing for there to be room for these new things that God's source wants to bring in, we're going to start to move those out. And every time you do this activation, it will focus on a different area and it will also go deeper. So when you redo this activation, this is definitely one of those areas that you want to focus in on. Okay. All right now, so just get that visual in your mind. And the entire time that I am bringing in these codes, we're just going to start to expand this out until you're sitting in the middle of this 12-dimensional flame. And then by the time I'm done, you'll be completely immersed in the flame, okay? So deep breath here. Suturumana kiha shante makalma uani alumaka shanti aruruma urusuhumana kike aruruma Horasatia kia shataru manaluma ka asatea sora manaluma hushakiara manaluma ka asatea satiara manakushaki akalu masatea sora manalumara ka ashaka satea sora manalumara hakia shatara manalukia satea sorom Belara sutora shukura manakal uka shakiana manaluma satea sora manalo Lushakiana manas tura satal mia shakiana manaluma satia soram. And breathe, and we are just going to sit here. Hushakiana manaluma. You can continue to hold your visual if you like, or you can release it and just sit in this field and just be present. Feeling a lot of higher dimensional matriarchal energy coming in. It almost feels like energetic or frequency midwives tending to us at this time. And the white ray also brings in that blank slate energy, that purity, that innocence, that reset. Okay, and just take a deep breath in and release. And I'm now going to invoke and bring in the creation code, which is the threefold founder flame of the Holy Mother Arc, which is an emerald emanation, the Holy Father Arc, which is an amethyst emanation, and then the gold energy of the Christos. So we have the Holy Mother, Holy Father, Holy Child. That is the creation code. And we're just going to start to spin this in. And just visualize that coming in. And we're going to bring this right into the core. This is the area below the heart chakra, but above the navel. And just imagine this triune flame burning there. Now, please note, I am not talking about the threefold flame as taught in popular spiritual circles. These are the emanations of the Godhead in the form of these three color frequencies. And we're just going to hold this here and breathe into it. And then place both hands on the core of your being. And then state aloud, or you can say this silently in your mind. I now receive my personal instruction set for creating the new in my life, and what is required of me to take inspired action now. And just see the soul star lighting up, bringing in this feed line of this golden energy into the heart space, into your being. This is the light packet. These are the light packets of information that are going to activate when it's time for you to take inspired action. And when I was pulling together this activation, what I was shown is that you will get a very clear gut feeling within the next 5 days of what you need to do. And it will be an action you're required to take. So you want to be very mindful about what you feel very strongly that you need to do. And I'm not talking about impulsive action where you're kind of thinking in your head about what you need to do and then you're trying to figure it out. I'm talking about that instruction set that will bubble up from the inside as a strong gut feeling that there's something that you really need to do, or somewhere where you really need to go, or something to that effect. That's what you want to follow, not the dialogue in your head, because usually the dialogue in your head is either the ego, or it's just false stuff coming in, or it's what you think you should do, but it's still connected to different levels of limitation. So you just want to be very mindful of what bubbles up from deep within you as a strong gut feeling, and trust that. Okay, let's take another deep breath. And we're going to go ahead and close out the activation by just sealing up, by taking another deep breath into the threefold founder flame in the core of our being. Exhaling, we're going to breathe that energy down into our grounding platform, the crystal diamond platform, and just allow that to turn this ombre 3-shaded energy, the emerald, the gold, the amethyst. Just anchor your energy on there, grounding down, sealing up. All work finished, and so it is.